All right, that was Billy Joel with Just the Way You Are. And welcome back. This is WVTC 90.7 FM, Randolph Center, Vermont. And I am DJ Schlott Machine, and we're back in the studio here with Jared Rocco. Jared, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Pat?
Pretty good. So we're gonna do a little interview. We're gonna open up the phone lines. Any point during this interview, you would like to ask Jared a question about his epic guitar skills.
Epic. That's a good one.
Hey, come on! I thought it'd be nice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't have to be nice because you are good. I think you are very good.
Thank you.
So that number is 728-1515, and if you're out of state, it's 802 is the area code. So I want to say, where are you from? And what is your background in music?
Okay, well, I was born in Pennsylvania, actually. I never remember the town. It was either Allentown or Bethlehem. I always mix it up. My brother was born in one. I was born in the other. And then I moved to New Hampshire in year 2000, a little town in southern New Hampshire near Nashua. And then, I've been doing music since I was 6 years old. I started taking piano lessons in Pennsylvania. And that was cool. Gradually just kind of stuck with it, and I liked it. And then in high school, I picked up the guitar because a lot of my friends played in jazz band and rock bands. I was like, whoa, that's cool. And I was like, I don't want to do classical music on the piano. I want to do rock music,
There you go.
So I joined a band called Intolerance back in freshman year of high school.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we did our guitar night, our battle of the bands at our high school, if you will. All 4 years I was freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and that was fun. I got to play keys and I started singing in that band, and that's when I really got to writing too. I was like, oh, I could write music for the band, and
great.
And then I went to University of New Hampshire as a music major too. Just graduated last May. So yeah, it's pretty much my background. I do bass occasionally. The only instrument I can't really do right now is drums. That one always eludes me for some reason.
If I remember correctly, there is a video of you out there trying to do a stick roll.
Oh God, let's not go to that. That's on. That was another band I was in. I played bass in this band called Time Reveals Truth with my really good friends Ben Levesque and Devin Perry. We're kind of childhood friends. We grew up together in a little town and stuff. And even though I studied music for a long time, I still like to just kind of rock out and do some fun kind of sloppy kind of punk rock, alternative rock, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, I'm going to play bass, change it up a little
garage bit. Rock.
Yeah.
Is it garage rock? Okay.
Yeah, I would say garage rock. Or, we did alternative rock. We did some Fountains of Wayne covers. We did some Dinosaur Jr. We wrote some original stuff. My guitarist, Ben Levesque, he wrote a few really good tunes. There's some stuff on YouTube, too, if you look up Time Reveals Truth. And yeah, that was fun because it was a totally new instrument for me, so I had no idea really what I was doing, and it just kind of like, well, bass and guitar, similar strings, so I kind of figured it out, and we just had a great time. That lasted for a few years, and when I see those guys, we still like to play together when we can.
Awesome. So, yeah, I think that's a fantastic experience. I'll get him in a second. That's a fantastic experience, being able to just kind of pick up an instrument and have the level of confidence. I think, to just go at it. Maybe I'll suck. I don't care.
It was just fun.
I just want to have fun. Yeah. So I was going to ask you what first got you into music, but that's totally the answer I was looking for. That was
cool. I know. Sorry, that's a little bit long-winded.
No. That's what we like. Cool. So I know you're going to hate this question, but
God.
Do you have a favorite band?
Oh, yeah, I hate this question.
So here's my caveat.
Your what?
My caveat.
Explain. What is that? I've never heard that before.
It's like, here is the situation as I have presented it, but a caveat is, hey, there's a modifier like this, but also that.
Okay. What's your
that's
caviar?
My very awesome.
That's what I thought you said. I was like, what?
Yeah. So my caviar is if you can't pick your favorite band, because I can't.
Yeah.
I love so much music. I can't pick my favorite band. Your top 5 or just one of your favorites. Like if there's a go-to, like I listened to, I think I wrote it down at one point. It was like 80 bands or 80 artists. And if you
did, you wrote it down on napkins, if I remember correctly.
I did.
You did. If you were at a restaurant or something, you're like, I need to know this now. And
yeah, because I'm just like, I feel like I don't listen to enough music, and then it just ended up being
napkin
too
notes.
much. But something you like, if you can't decide, it's like, what do I want to throw on in the car on the trip to Vermont? Oh,
Yeah. It's funny you asked this question because Brendan, again, coming up in conversation, he what is it called? He asked me and my brother Nathan about this, and we did a top 5, and I have it on my laptop back in the live room. But I have to say, I think the bands I came up with were the Beatles. I know that's kind of a cliche answer, but it's true. I love the Beatles.
that's valid.
Pink Floyd. They're another one of the first bands I got into. It's weird because I bought Dark Side of the Moon on CD in Walmart, and I bought Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl in Urban Outfitters, which should never happen, but it happened.
Support local record shops.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all I have to... No
No plugs for Walmart here.
You said the word Walmart. That's pretty much... you're condemned.
Yeah, I'm screwed. Anyways, Beatles, Pink Floyd, REM, which was kind of the first rock band I ever got into because of my dad. Shout out to Tom Rocco if you're listening. And they were cool. I like their stuff. I like their style. I love Peter Buck's Rickenbacker guitar tone and stuff. Who else? There was one other. Oasis. They were another huge band for me. Not just because of Wonderwall or anything like that. I heard them on an AT&T commercial. Believe it or not, you might remember that. They had the song All Around the World.
I remember that. We would sing that all the time. We would wait. We would watch the TV, and every time, oh look, there it is! Just that little guitar sting.
All around the world. Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
It's a great song. What was the other one? Oh, and probably Radiohead. I'm a big Radiohead fan, especially early Radiohead. They're hopefully coming out with a new album soon-ish.
Yeah.
But and then recently Ryan Adams I've been obsessed with him. He's been around for over 15 years now, and I just heard about him. He played the thing on Letterman. I was like, this guy's really great, and he's got so much material. I'm just slowly scratching the surface of everything he does. I only have a few of his albums, but he would be another major influence.
Great. I do want to share a little bit of history with you.
Sure.
Did you know that Pink Floyd, I don't know if they were the first, but they were definitely the most notable. Their live sound engineer at one of their shows back in the 70s, they basically pioneered the surround sound system.
Really?
And it was a device that they made with basic just pieces of electronic equipment. And they had these 2 joysticks that they were able to pan the sound, like you have panning left and right.
Yep.
Like stereo. But they were able to do it between the front left and right and then the rear left and right. So it was kind of like a spatial, stereo sound controller out the whole, auditorium.
That's great.
And
wow.
I think I was reading a forum, and there was a guy there who had worked with them, and then he worked with the Beastie Boys, and they had that controller.
Wow, that's different.
Yeah, I know.
Pink Floyd to the Beastie Boys.
Right. Well, it's just the technology, but
yeah.
Anyway,
cool. Fun facts with Patrick Schlott.
Yeah, I'll try to keep away from the nitty-gritty technical details, but
you might lose some of our listeners.
Exactly. Hopefully not. So we're going to move on. I want to ask you: have you heard the new Pink Floyd album, and if so, what do you think of it?
What is that called? Don't tell me. Something about a river. Endless River.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you because I forgot it too. So.
Yes, it's the guy rowing the boat on the clouds.
Yep.
I have not heard it all the way through, no. I've heard snippets of songs that they had a teaser for on their Facebook page, and they had sort of a single, if you will, that was released. Called Louder Than Words, I think. And the whole album is instrumental. And if any Floyd fans don't know, it was basically a bunch of demos or unfinished tapes that Richard Wright, their keyboardist, was working on, I think, or they were working on with him in the 90s. And unfortunately, he passed away, I think, in 2008, somewhere around there. And so they basically tried to rework these demos to make them like full songs. And it's a cool concept, but unfortunately, I watched a few reviews online. The Needle Drop, Anthony Fantano.
Oh, okay.
Reviewed them.
Yeah.
He's a guy I like to watch a lot, and he was just saying there's not really a lot to take from it. And the song with words is hate to say it, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
Okay.
It's it sounds like a band trying to sound as much like they can as Pink Floyd without actually being Pink Floyd, which is a shame.
Because they are Pink Floyd.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really Richard Wright's recordings, and then it's just drummer Nick Mason and guitarist David Gilmour basically overdubbing over that and mixing and mastering it to make it sound like a full recording. And there's a guitar solo in there, but it, you know what, if you're a Pink Floyd fan, you know what David Gilmour is capable of with songs like Comfortably Numb, or Pigs, or guitar solo on Time, or Money on Dark Side of the Moon, like, or Echoes, Live at Pompeii Echoes, amazing stuff. And it's just like, leaves a lot to be desired. The words, are okay. The melody's not that great at all. It's kind of boring. So, unfortunately, I haven't heard the whole thing. At some point, I'd like to just put it on and really give my full opinion. But from what I've heard from reviews and the little snippets I've heard in that one song, can't say I'm a fan, unfortunately.
Right. And, I want to say I agree, because I've heard that same, that backlash that it got in the media. And I was surprised, because Pink Floyd was just so highly acclaimed in the past, however many years.
Absolutely. I was really bummed, too, because it's like, Pink Floyd's coming out with an album? Like, I didn't think that was going to happen in my lifetime.
Yeah, it was great. It was all over the internet, and it was...
Oh, it's insane.
I was like, fantastic, and then everyone's like, that sucks. And I was just like, that's
and you go in stores like Newbury Comics, or any record stores you find, and it's just like, there's box sets, and there's this, and there's the DVD companion. Like, they put out a lot of promotion for this, and it's a shame that most people don't think it's that great,
Right.
Check out The Division Bell. That was a good album.
that is my favorite album.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far for me, but it's a good album.
I think it's definitely up there, if not my favorite, but I really do enjoy it every time I hear it. I remember I found it because I had never heard of it, because I remember the classics like
The
Wall,
it's
Wish
their
You
last,
Were Here.
I guess
it's their last studio album in 1993.
94, I thought.
Oh, was it 94?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't remember.
We'll check it at the break, and we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. But High Hopes is a great song.
Yeah.
No one knows that. That's a great song. I showed that to my girlfriend, and she is a big Pink Floyd fan, and she had never heard that, and I showed her the track. She's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." I'm like, "See? Yeah, it's amazing." So, anyways, enough plugs for Pink Floyd.
Sure. Because actually, at the break, I queued up "Keep Talking" from the Division Bell.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. It's with Stephen Hawking.
It is.
In it, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
what else you got for me?
What is the first song you really remember loving, like, immediately?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
He comes up with good questions. The first song, loving immediately. Oh God, I mean,
you don't have to love it. It also could be just very memorable.
Well, I mean, both my parents are big music heads. My dad loves a lot of classic rock and some new stuff too. My mom likes rock, but in folk, John Denver, James Taylor, people like that. Mm-hmm. So we always had music on in the house and stuff.
Right.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, what really got me into music was when I heard Linus and Lucy, played by Vince Guaraldi.
Oh yeah, classic.
Vince Guaraldi Trio around Christmas time, and we had that album for a long time on CD and played it every year since I was a little kid. I'm sure. But then for one reason or another, one particular year, my ears just perked up, and I was like, "What is this music?" I mean, my parents were like, "Oh, this is called jazz." I was like, "What's jazz?"
And everything changed.
Yeah, and then I tried my best to learn it. Not very well, but I did. And then I played it for my 6th grade math class. Shout out to Mr. Snoke. And from then on, people responded really well. And I was like, oh, I could do this and people like it. That was like the light bulb moment.
Awesome.
So I would say Linus and Lucy, and then soon after I got into pianist George Winston, who's another one of my favorites. I got to meet him a few times, actually.
Awesome.
Very lucky to do that.
Nice. So I do have a couple of questions left. I think we're going to save them for the second set of interview questions.
Okay.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I think you can answer this quickly.
Okay.
How can we hear more of your music when not listening to WVTC?
Okay. I said this in the beginning a little bit, but it's always good to repeat stuff, as we said.
Repeat stuff.
No, God. Bo Burnham. Yeah.
Bo Burnham, if you're listening, give us a call.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That would be great. I'd love to collaborate. Do an album together. Music. Facebook is the one I post on the most. Jared Rocco Music. The way I always say it to remember my name is think of Jared like the Subway guy and Rocco like Rocco's Modern Life. TV show from the 90s.
There you go.
But that armadillo or whatever the heck
it was
name.
really weird.
Yeah. But Jared Rocco Music, and then SoundCloud, I've got stuff on there. And then Jared Rocco Music on Bandcamp and stuff, too. So, yeah, that's Bandcamp. I love that website. I recently put all my stuff on there about a few months ago, and It's great. It's a nice display. It's easy to find the music. And also YouTube.com.
Oh, good.
Jared Rocco Music is a channel I have. Had that Merry Christmas Everybody, the Slade cover on there. I've got a few other things. I've got a Beatles cover. I've got a few that I play with my friend Nick Pellegrino, my roommate in college. He plays drums and cajon. We did 1 or 2 songs. We did a Death Cab for Cutie cover on there and stuff. And I recently uploaded my first official music video to my song Under the Maple Tree, which I'll play in a little bit. It was shot by this guy Todd Buckless, my friend Dana's cousin, actually. Cousins, man, networking.
Awesome.
And he was really nice enough to do it for me, and it's on YouTube. And slowly the view counter is climbing up, and I'm really happy with it. So.
Good. All right, so I think we're gonna spin it back to a song, and then we will see you again or hear you again in the prod room.
Sounds good.
So over the guitar. So all right, this is gonna be "Keep Talking" by Pink Floyd. Hope you enjoy.